Hello everybody, welcome to my first, I guess would be my first spring tour of 2024, and we are just now, I think it's May 10th, and I wanted to do a little showing of what's going on in my reflecting garden. And over here we've got some beautiful roses, red roses. I don't know the type, it was given to me years ago. Of course, it's had its couple of moves and looking really nice and strong. Got some beautiful Stellodora daylilies right here at the bottom. They've got a little water feature, really a water pond for, pond, what do you call this? I can't even think of the word, but you know, little bird bath type of thing for the birds to drink and clean. And I've seen them come in here, like I've seen crows, I've seen blue jays, and just a whole bunch of pretty cool birds doing some fun stuff there. I've got a beautiful Camellia sasanqua here. Actually, no, it's a Camellia japonica. And I just lost a really good friend from cancer a couple weeks ago, and so I just thought it was a beautiful way to just honor her beauty, her love of life and art. So this is a Camellia japonica, and it is named after my friend Sally Evans. So this is Miss Sally Evans, and I was going to say this rose bush here is named after my niece Jordan. Of course, I have this dollhouse here that I have yet to do work on. I am going to convert it into a chicken coop, but that's not happening anytime soon. I've got a beautiful Rose of Sharon here, and we've got some, these are, can't remember, they're dwarf buddleias, or butterfly bushes, but I can't remember the type. And then right behind here is this beautiful oak leaf hydrangea. And beautiful birdhouse here. We've had some chickadees had just recently been nesting in here, so I don't know, I haven't seen them come in and out, and I get so worried about that because we've had some snakes come through and they've been eating, and I don't like that, but you know, it's part of the circle of life. But I'm hoping that it doesn't deter them to come back and try again, or maybe they gave birth and they are flown away. I don't know the cycle of these chickadees, but I will find out because it would be good to know. We've got some beautiful bearded irises here. They've put a lot of flowers over this past few, I would say about 3 weeks ago. They were just in full bloom. You can see some of the spent buds here. Let me come up here. Oh, here's a couple already, and still looking quite beautiful there. Looking quite beautiful there. So these are already spent. So these looking really, really great. I have some really cool Nandinas here. You can see some of them. Got these beautiful white flowers here. Can't go in there because of the irises are stopping me. And there's another one. How gorgeous that is. I think the bees will like that. And then over here is verbena. I don't know what type it is. It's been years. I planted this years ago, and they are just ready to start spreading and opening their, as you can see how beautiful they are. The wind is picking up, so they're starting to do some really cool fun stuff there. Let me step back over here a little bit. Sorry for the wind noise. I've got some, so, okay, let me step back. So this is the entrance to the reflecting garden, and that's all the grass area. Okay, so over here we've got some Midnight Masquerade penstemon and some salvia right here. I don't know what type of daylily this is. This thing is absolutely stunning, so I'm quite happy that it's here. I've actually moved it here from my mom's house. I also have some Coreopsis Got 3 bundles here. This is, I think it's a China rose. I don't know. It was gifted to me by my beautiful neighbor, Miss Alone. So they just put up beautiful clusters of roses just recently. Over here is a lo and behold Buddleia butterfly bush. So they'll be showing off in the next few weeks. It's still early here. Summer's not going to kick in yet. And then here's another dwarf blue chip, I think. I can't remember this one, but it's from Proven Winners. I got some common globe amaranth that I literally just transplanted them over from an area that were growing really well. So I'm hoping that this will fill up really nicely in this space. They did really nice last year. I've got some verbena, beautiful purple verbena. Let's see if I can zoom in here. Yeah, those are really pretty. So they're doing their little thing here. Another beautiful Buddleia bush. This one is called I know I name a lot of my stuff. It just gives it, for me, it helps me to just connect with things and remember people that are not around me all the time. So this is Fatila. She is still living. She's an older lady. I used to help shovel her snow when I lived in New Jersey. And she always says that I'm her son, even though she's never had children, but I'm her son. So anyway, so here is a beautiful, let me see if I can, this is the other, similar to the other rose bush that was over there. So some of the roses are spent. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, so a new one is starting to open up right there. So that's looking really good. I'm happy about that. They're turning out really, really nice. And we have some, let me see if I can focus that. Yeah, we have some lavender there. I think it's just regular Spanish lavender. And we have some growing in here. This little cluster here is a milkweed. So I'm hoping that will fill up really nicely. Here is the beautiful ruby Buddleia. They are just turning out really, really nice. I'm really excited about that. They look really happy and healthy. Or she looks really happy and healthy, and that's named after my friend Tarian. Got some beautiful roses in this pot, but they looking a little, I don't know, looking a little anemic there. I have to gave it some fertilizer, gave it some food, prune it back. Oh, actually, we've got some new growth here. Let's see if I can zoom in there a little bit. Yeah, I got some new growth coming into it, so I'll just leave it alone. It's a mini petite. It's a Le Petite something rose. Brought that a couple, I brought it last year, so they're doing really good. There's an Artemisia. My wife calls it the woolly mammoth because it's so fuzzy and just keeps growing. Over here we have some sedum that my friend gave to us years ago. We've had it in the backyard. Here's the other one on this side, and it just never took and so this I was able to find a little tiny pieces, and then I brought it to another area in the garden, and now they didn't do really well there, but they still are surviving. So I ended up putting it here, and they're looking quite happy and getting really big. I've got a firecracker crepe myrtle here, and this one's named after my beautiful cousin Ani, who passed away from cancer as well. She passed away, I would say, a good 3 to 4 years ago now. So I have her there. We got some beautiful midnight penstemons here, and we got a fire chief Ibervite or Abrevita. I don't know how you pronounce it. I've heard people say both. So, and then over here is my Ella Arch, named after my daughter. And what that one has are beautiful yellow roses, and they've already put their show. I mean, they were showing off a couple of weeks ago, or a week and a half ago. So we got a couple, just a little bit. Let me see if I can focus that there a little bit. Yeah. So they're already got their show. They might come back again. And it's mixed in with some clematis, climbing clematis. Put a white small flowering, I can't remember the type off the top of my head, but it was wild kind of clematis. All right, so I guess I'll go back into another entrance. As you can see, this is the other entrance to the reflecting garden. We got some soft touch hollies right here, almost reflective or mirror stuff. So we've got some garden phlox here, and we've got some candy tufts, and this one, I like to tell you the names of these things. They're botanical name, but I don't remember them off the top of my head. I think this is a salvia, and I can't remember what type of salvia. There are different types of salvias, but this one is so beautiful. Isn't that beautiful right there? The color is just brilliant. And we've got a beautiful little bumblebee visiting the penstemons, midnight masquerade penstemons. And then over here we've got some catnip nepeta. And then over here, this one is absolutely beautiful. This is a dianthus, and I found it this year at the garden, the very beginning of the spring, and it was just filled with some beautiful pink flowers, as you see here. It almost looks like carnations, and I always thought that they were, but they're not. Anyway, so that's going to do really good, and I got some Veronica that will be coming up soon here. So happy with that. Alright, let's go back into the reflecting garden. And then over here we've got a crabapple tree. And this crabapple tree is got some kind of, what I just learned is a, what is it, crabscape? It's a fungus of some sort, because I was like, why are you dropping all of your leaves? You just started pushing flowers just recently. So I don't know. Apparently you can't treat it now because it's already done the damage. So you have to do a preventative. So I'll have to put some kind of, it was a video I found on YouTube, and they gave some feedback on how to do that. So I'll have to do it early spring next year. I have some creeping jennies over here around my beautiful tree, my crabapple tree. I named this one after my son Matthew. So this is Matthew, and I had some Thalias from Color Blend daffodils, white beautiful daffodils in here, but they have already put their show, so I think we're good there. Beautiful. And I've made these little sundial type of pattern around the tree over the beginning of the springtime. So I think that looks really nice. Okay, let me come back over here if I'm going too fast. So there's, everything is kind of mirrored. So you got the ornamental globe here, reflecting ornamental globe here. We got some midnight penstemons here, fire chief arborvitae. As you can see, it's all almost reflective. And here's another firecracker, crepe myrtle, and this one is named after my beautiful cousin Millie, who passed away from cancer as well. So I've got a couple of family members who just had a really big struggle with this horrible disease, this horrible cancer. But anyway, so this is just in memory of her. She was a funny, awesome, always kind, always super sweet to me. So I named it after her. Another Le Petit knockout. I think it's a Le Petit knockout rose, miniature knockout roses. So we got one here, and it's reflecting over there as well. And then one of my favorites in the garden right now is these coral drift rose bushes. And I got those when I first started working on this garden. Before I forget, this is a Russian sage, so I'm looking forward to that one coming back. I had another one on the other side next to the globe, but it didn't do well. Because I moved it, and it should have left it alone. As you can see, let me go in here. Look how freaking awesome is the color on that coral drift. It's just beautiful. I gotta come back and deadhead some of these. Yeah, gotta deadhead these. And now we got this beautiful Abelia, and they put a beautiful flower in the fall. And this is a kaleidoscope Abelia. Let me see if I can come in here a little bit. And you have the variegated leaf structure is so nice. You'll never believe, I went to Home Depot, I think it was, yeah, I think it was Home Depot, and it was on a clearance rack. I mean, it looked, you know, just destroyed, and I thought, oh, I've never heard of this, let me grab it. I grabbed 2 of them. I got them, it was like 18 bucks for them, but I paid like $4 or $5 for them. So look at that. So if you ever go to like the big, you know, like Lowe's or Home Depot, sometimes you can find some really good, you know, plants that have been just discarded for cheap. And if you're willing to nurture it and give it love, they could do really, really well in your garden. So here's another cluster of coral drifts. So you can see a little pattern. So there's a cluster of coral drifts, Abelia coral drifts. And then here is the soft touch holly. And then there's another one, and this is the other entrance or exit out of the reflecting garden. And here's another Abelia, kaleidoscope Abelia. She's looking really beautiful too. I'm debating about giving her a shape, but I don't know yet. I'm not sure. I don't think I want to. I'd just rather it be as natural as possible. Over here is a new member to the family in our reflecting garden. Let's see if I can focus this in. This is a Nelson Mandela Floribunda, and man, this guy just really threw out some beautiful flowers, roses, a couple weeks ago. It looks like she's gonna put another one soon, so I'm kind of excited about that. And the color was so, I mean, you think about the perfect, I mean, they named it so perfectly, because when I think of the color, I think of the beautiful prints that the women in different parts of the continent of Africa, but more so I guess would be more South Africa, like, you know, Ghana or South Africa, those areas. I mean, Mali, they've got these beautiful, brilliant color, but it was an orange. It was like not orangey, but it was like orange red. I was just so happy with it. So I'm quite happy that it's in the garden here. Got some canna lilies here. They are yellow, so I'm looking forward to seeing how that's going to work out here against the roses, because this is going to get big. I have a feeling this sucker is going to get fat and full. Over here is just a jungle of mess. But what I'm planning on doing, I don't know if it'll be this year. It might be in the beginning of the fall. It might be beginning of winter or spring. I'm not sure, but this area here is going to be like a little pond. I wanted to put a little pond here. I don't know if I'll do it electrically, you know, running electric from all the way from our house and put it underneath the ground and putting it here, just having a pond for the you know, for aesthetics. And we've got some, it rained, so we had some rain on these chairs. I'll leave that up. But this one here is a hydrangea. I can't remember the name of it. Shoot. Anyway, this one was by our window in the back here, but by our window back here, it was too big. It was getting a little bit of disease. The leaves were turning brown spots, and I knew that it needed more circulation, more air. So I was able to put it here last year, and it didn't put any flowers because I had to give it a trim. And now this year it's in full force, as you can see. Come up a little bit closer here. They're about to. Let me see. Got a mosquito on my arm. About to put beautiful colors I mean, I'm so excited. This is called Talita's Love, which is my wife's name. So we've got a couple of them. Got one here, and we've got a baby from that right there, from that same bush that you just saw there. All around here, we've got some beautiful azalea bushes that they've just put a show weeks ago. All of these were all azaleas, encore azaleas. So they come back, they bloom in the spring, and then they come back in the fall. So this one as well, but I don't think this one is an encore azalea back here. I mean, this thing is massive. When I tell you it's massive, it is like king size mattress size wide. So that was looking really good. Got my beautiful, gorgeous American cypress, I think it's called an American cypress. So beautiful there. That's beautiful too, or gorgeous too. And then we've got more. Oh, here is a beautiful cluster of gardenias, dogwood trees. The dogwood trees weirdly this year did not make any attempt to show or shine this year. Don't know what happened. They did not put any flowers. Here is one of my favorite plants. This one is J-Lo. I named it J-Lo after Jennifer Lopez because I was playing her music when I was trying to put her in the ground, and I thought this would be very pretty. I got her out of the ground and put her in this beautiful pot. And then there's this Chulita. This is another one that I got, and so I'm loving that. And we've got some beautiful Loropetalums back here. I mean, look how tall and big this is. Now, the showstopper that's happening at the moment, oh, it looks like we lost our little stick with the, oh my gosh, what is this? Clematis, it fell, so I had to put it back up. But let's go over here really quickly. I want to show you, this is a beautiful hydrangea perdinaka. I can't remember how you pronounce this thing, but it's from Proven Winners, Tiny Tough Stuff hydrangea, and it's got a lace cap, meaning that it almost looks like lace, as you can see there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful blue. And we've got some more. Sorry, I'm coming through here. I don't know why the camera is not focusing as I'm walking through. So here's another one. All these azalea bushes, the Tiny Tough Stuff, all of these are named after my aunts in our family, my wife's aunts and my aunts. So we got a couple of them. And this is Alberto, our coquí, meditating frog. He's the center, one of the centers of the garden. Makes us kind of laugh and smile and makes us more, you know, aware kind of thing. So I love him. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Oh, this is so pretty. Look at that. There's a little bee friend working. He's like, what is this? This is so cool. I'm hungry. So I love that. And so there's some more. Look at this one over here. I've never seen, this is my first year seeing it in bloom, like bloom, because I brought this 2 years ago. This is the third summer. The first summer was because I had just purchased it. Last year it just did not do anything, and now this year is just really, really happy. Got some beautiful gardenias that are about to bloom. I would say in the next 2 weeks or so, maybe a week or two. And this is another Loropetalum. Loving, loving, loving the Loropetalum. And then this is my other love. This is Gorgeous One, American Cypress. My wife calls it a Christmas tree, and it's just stunning. I love this tree. I just say good morning every time I come out here to check on things. All right, before I want to cut this video short because I don't want to take it too long. This is a beautiful ruby red butterfly bush. As I don't know if I've told you guys or those who follow, I have an in memoriam plaque for my father, Hector Andino. And so that's looking really nice. And I put this little black stone as a pattern around the circle here. We've got a Princess Margarita rose, climbing rose, and so that's looking really nice there. And then we've got another one over here. This one is my father-in-law, John Brooks, and we've got another, we've got a beautiful plaque in honor of him as well here. And got the pattern wrapped around with the black stone around it. And then, oh, I can't forget, Guapo. This is a Japanese Bloodgood maple tree. Doing really good here. We got some creeping Jenny underneath it and little rock stones at the bottom there. Okay, before I go and turn this off, I want to walk over here really quickly. This video is a little bit too long for my taste, but got this beautiful, it's called a Chapel View, I can't remember. I named it after Whoopi Goldberg, believe it or not, because it just reminds me of her locks, and I just love Whoopi. She's just awesome. So that's a beautiful, beautiful little bush there. And then we got a couple other things here. We got some hydrangeas that I planted this early spring. They're struggling. You can see they're struggling. And then this whole area here, this bed really quickly is it's supposed to be, I haven't gotten it yet, but I'm starting to. I have some Talia bulbs in here. Those are daffodils. Daffodils that I got from Color Blend. And I placed them in here. They turned out really beautiful. And so I might have to, you know, I was trying to put some wild flower, like a meadow type of thing in here. So I had to figure that out because obviously these weeds are just now starting to take over, and I don't want to see that, but it is what it is at the moment, but I'll figure that out. And then we've got a peppermint pear tree named after my wife, and it's actually just called peppermint tea. Family call her tea, so this is peppermint tea because it looks like a peppermint candy when it puts its flower, so I'm really excited about that. Anyway, so we got some salvias here and some more Talia's daffodils in here, but everything's looking good. I have to cut the grass, it looks a little crazy, and I think that's it for today. I'll do another tour another day. All right, guys, I hope you're having a great day and enjoying yourself in the garden. Thank you for watching and appreciate you, and have a good one. See you the next one. Bye.